Hello and welcome for a very special discussion on Beyond Mobility presented in association with Hyundai Motors India. Now, cars today are so much more than just a means of transport from one place to another. We see intelligent technologies and new age vehicles, particularly, are enabling and enriching our lives in so many ways, almost like lifestyle devices. They're adding quality time to people's journeys and they're making rides quite memorable by themselves. And this is a phenomenon we've started to see so much more, particularly after COVID. So, whether it is using artificial intelligence based voice commands to carry out simple tasks in your car, like turning on or off the air conditioner, opening the sunroof, which is something Indian customers really like, or even locating a point, of interest nearby, like a fuel station or a bank, or even getting off-roading, roadside assistance in case our cars break down. All of these conveniences are so easily made available to us because of technologies that we see in cars today, and the possibilities really are endless. Traditionally, though, we've seen that cars have been associated with harmful emissions, but that now is changing. Manufacturers, like the likes of yourselves at Hyundai, are now committed very, very strongly to the cause of sustainability, which is now built into the very fabric of the new models that we see. And this starts right from the manufacturing stage itself. Hyundai Motors is, of course, a pioneer in this space. We've seen your journey in the country for 25 years. Hyundai has introduced India's first all electric SUV way back in 2019, the Hyundai Kona. And besides that, there have been major initiatives like establishing a sustainable manufacturing units, car dealerships with dry wash facilities, and even your beautiful sustainable office, the new corporate headquarters that I've had the pleasure to see. Now, Hyundai is, of course, also set to expand its battery electric vehicle portfolio to six models across different segments, including mass market and premium categories, and multiple body styles, including SUVs, and all of this is set to happen by the year 2028. This growth for Hyundai is powered by Beyond Mobility, a brand slogan or a concept that revolves around three tenets: intelligent technology, sustainability, and innovation. My name is Alicia Sachdev, and it's my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest for today's discussion, Mr. Tarun Garg, who's the Director, Sales, Marketing, and Service at Hyundai Motor India, who will tell us more about Beyond Mobility and what Hyundai India has in store for the Indian car market. Welcome to the conversation, Tarun, and thanks so much for taking the time out to speak with us. So let's get started. It's been 25 years of your journey in India, and we have seen that Hyundai has emerged as a brand that Indian customers have really grown to love. Your products are known as technology forward. And over the years, you've created a name for yourself that customers find reliable and keep going back to. But now times are changing. The industry at the cusp of big changes itself. So, what can we expect for the Indian market? How would you say it has changed in the aftermath of the pandemic? And where do we go from here?
Thank you, Alicia, for having me here. Yes, you're right. As the world slowly comes out of a pandemic, the push for personal mobility with the demand for comfortable and safe mobility is increasing by the day. And as we all know, that SUVs have acquired a new significance in India, especially in the last 5 years. And of course, more and more Indians are falling in love with the SUVs because they offer a very commanding driving position, modern design, and of course, a bouquet of technologically advanced connected features to keep customers delighted and engaged. In fact, with all humility, I will say that while Hyundai SUVs rule the market, demand remains equally strong for all products in our portfolio. And there is a Hyundai for everyone. So we strive to keep redefining the segment, the challenge the status quo year on year. In fact, in calendar year 22, I'm very happy to inform you that we are poised to achieve our highest ever domestic sales volume in the history of Hyundai in India. And of course, our plans for next year will be announced very soon. And believe you me, Alicia, it promises to be another exciting year for our brand and Indian consumers.
And I have absolutely no doubt about that. And we'll keep our eyes peeled for new announcements that Hyundai will have for the market. But going back to the product itself in your SUVs, as well as products in the other segments that you have, beyond mobility would really mean that every Hyundai car is more than just a car, right? So your endeavor to lead the future of mobility per se is powered by this concept of beyond mobility. So could you help me dig a little bit deeper into that? What do we understand by beyond mobility and how does Hyundai define it?
So thank you for your question, Alicia. Yes, you're spot on. I think Hyundai is more than just a car. It is a smart mobility solution. And in fact, we are committed to leading the future of mobility with cars that are shared, connected, clean, and in fact, we are a provider that understands your need to share and stay connected while on the move, not only for the present but also for the future. So we want to really create a cleaner world today as well as tomorrow. And as you all know, that we are really striving to provide freedom of movement to everyone by investing in mobility services and hence becoming a smart mobility solutions provider.
So, Tarun, taking that thought forward, there are sustainability solutions and initiatives that Hyundai is now focusing on in a big way. I already mentioned your new corporate headquarters, which I believe was inaugurated sometime last year when you completed the 25-year milestone. So the brand has had a long journey in India. But your sustainability initiatives, I mean, of course, the office space is just one of the things, but you're doing a lot more. There's a green manufacturing plant that you have in Chennai. You have service centers, for instance, which use various techniques to conserve water. So take me through your sustainability initiatives a bit more, and how are they weaved into the various processes, that one sees at Hyundai Motor India?
Yeah, so as a socially responsible brand, I think at Hyundai Motor India, we keep sustainability at the core of all our functions. And we try to ensure that every step in the making of the car and beyond is sustainable and conducive for the conservation of the environment. Of course, our manufacturing facility in Chennai is a great example of green manufacturing with self sustainable resources. So, to ensure sustainable practices throughout the year, I think our plant, which is spread across, I believe, 535 acres, it follows eco-friendly processes, conserves resources, reduce consumption of energy, of course, water. In fact, I'm very happy to report that last year we have installed a 10 megawatt solar power plant. I think it clearly exemplifies our vigor to build a new self-sufficient India. Our facility has 6 rainwater harvesting ponds. I think total capacity is somewhere around 335,000 tons. And this really aids our efforts in making the plant self-sufficient for all the water and energy needs. In fact, the rainwater catchment area was also increased from 60% to 95%. And in fact, we additionally reached the milestone of planting more than 22,000 plus trees inside the plant premises. We try to maintain a zero discharge policy. Our plant has a thriving ecological ecosphere. We are working towards achieving the RE100 goal by the year 2025. So you can see that so many initiatives are being taken in the plant. You talked about the corporate office, and we are also proud of our corporate office. And of course, the network, nothing is complete unless your network is also in line. And they're really working towards sustainable solutions. The dealers, they're promoting dry wash, they're shifting to renewable sources of energy, they're using LED lights. So I think sustainability is a journey for the brand, and every small effort counts. And all these efforts and actions converge with a common purpose of creating a better and sustainable tomorrow. So I would say that consumers will be able to see a side of Hyundai which truly brings prosperity for our great country.
That's very encouraging to note, Tarun, particularly because there is so much discussion around sustainability and preserving our environment. We are also talking at a time that the COP27 summit will be underway. So, of course, there is greater commitment from all levels towards sustainability, and it's great to see one of our leading OEMs really walk the talk when it comes to that. But moving on, Hyundai cars we know are known for their technological, superiority. It is ahead of the curve. We see there are intuitive innovations in the car that really elevates the customer experience. And again, I've had the pleasure to see some of that reflecting in your most recent launches as well. So let's talk about the Hyundai mobility adventures in the metaverse. This is something we've seen Hyundai dabble in. There is the Blue Link intelligent car technology, of course, which Hyundai is known for. There is the Smart Sense ADAS, which is the automotive, which is the driving assistance features and the safety features that you put in your cars, and of course the much awaited Ionic 5 mobility solution, to name a few. Can you share your thoughts on this, and what really keeps Hyundai ahead of the curve when it comes to technology?
So yeah, this question is really, really close to my heart. And we are actually on a mission to continuously elevate customer experiences. I think that is critical. So in whatever we do, customer is most important. So there are technologies that move us forward, innovations that are intuitive. We have expanded our offerings with Hyundai Mobility Adventure in Metaverse, the Hyundai Smart Sense Level 2 ADAS in New Tucson. So basically, we try to offer really maximum safety for you, not only for you actually, for your loved ones as well. And while everyone is talking about electric mobility, I think we have upped the game with vehicle to load function that allows you to use or charge any electric appliance on the go. So this would be available exclusively with the upcoming Ionic 5 BEV, and I think this will be a uniquely clean and green mobility solution. So basically, our idea of future mobility is based on the strong commitment that we give to society. We are here to do the right thing for humanity, and of course, our focus on humanity means that we understand what people want in life. So our purpose is to reinvent the 24 hours that we are equally given into quality time, making every moment truly worthwhile and rewarding.
Interesting. Let's talk about electric mobility now. It is our favorite conversation to have whenever, an automotive discussion is initiated. So as the world is now switching gears, to electric mobility, and this is happening at a rapid pace, whether it's globally, whether it's in our own market in India, we are seeing that customers as well as the government, is very keen to embrace electric mobility solutions like never before. Hyundai India, as I was previously mentioning, did take the lead there, when it brought out the Hyundai Kona SUV back in 2019. So you have, been one of the pioneers in this space. What would you say has been the reception to that EV in the market? If you also want to draw on some global experience from the brand, and what would you say the future holds when it comes to electric mobilities? We do know there are multiple, launch sort of pipeline that you have coming up.
Right, and of course, like you mentioned, we have been at the forefront of the electric mobility revolution. I think 2019 Kona Electric, when we launched it, basically BEVs were only being talked about in India, and people were so surprised. A vehicle with a 450-kilometer range, fully electric SUV. So the response has been very encouraging. It has really helped us to understand the market much better, and keeping in line with our vision of progress for humanity. And of course, to showcase our commitment towards customers, we'll be expanding our BV lineup to 6 vehicles for the Indian market by 28. So very clearly, we will introduce also our dedicated BV platform, eGMP, some modified platforms for BEVs, of course. I'm very, very happy that the iconic Ionic 5 BEV will be launched in India in the coming months. This product, as you know, Alicia, has won big at the prestigious 2022 World Car of the Year awards. And of course, it is the World Car of the Year, World Design of the Year, World Electric Car of the Year. And so we are all set. So the only difference is that while in IC engines, we went from, starting with Santro and then we went up. Here we are, adopting a more of a top-down approach. So while
Hmm.
we start with Kona and Ionic 5, we work on the ecosystem, we work on the charging ecosystem, we work on the supply chain, and then of course we expand our portfolio as well. But very, very clearly, that is something of a top priority for us as far as electric mobility revolution in India is concerned.
So exciting times ahead for the brand, and of course for enthusiasts, in the market as well. As a world-renowned car, a highly celebrated and awarded car comes to India, and we'll be looking forward to that. But to wrap things up, Tarun, we've spoken about your plans when it comes to launching vehicles in the market, how you look at sustainability. Another thing is how you look at progress for humanity. Now, this lies in creating sustainable solutions for everyone. And the company is in, of course, progress to achieve carbon neutrality by 2045. That's the global guidance we've seen from Hyundai. So what does the future of mobility look like to you, especially for a country like ours, which has one of the largest automobile markets in the world?
So, Alicia, basically, if you see our vision of future mobility, it is clearly guided by our commitment to creating a better society for all. I think we exist to create those sustainable solutions, not only for our customers, but also for the society at large. Progress for humanity lies in sustainability. And of course, for India's sustainable green planet goal, a robust push in cleaner mobility is absolutely essential. I think launch of Kona Electric was an important milestone towards this vision, and of course, it will be continued by Ionic 5. Our focus is on positive energy. We are driving our efforts on pioneering hydrogen energy with our hydrogen fuel cell powered Nexo. This is part of the Hyundai hydrogen vision to work towards creating a world that is healthier, inclusive, and more eco-positive. So basically, the coming years promise a shift towards cleaner mobility solutions, solutions that are innovative, and of course, they harness intelligent technology for a better tomorrow. So I can say that we are ready with various kinds of technology, and of course, we just have to see, based on the government policies, which is the best time to really come up with these technologies which we already have.
Fantastic. And that would bring us to an end of today's discussion. Thank you so much, Tarun, for sharing your insights. It did give us a brand new perspective on mobility, and of course, a lot of excitement now to see what Hyundai has in store and what that would mean for the automotive industry and sustainability practices in the country. I would also like to thank Hyundai Motors India for partnering with us for today's session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alicia.